Hello guys, welcome back. Yes, so this is ethical. In today's video, we will be working on multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, that is what we'll be working on today. We'll be seeing how to declare and assign value to multi-dimensional arrays, right? So without wasting time, let's get started. So I need to launch my IDE. So we're going to be launching code blocks. Of course, we'll create our project, console, next. Okay, so I'm going to give it a title. The project title is going to be multi-dimensional array. Okay, then I'll hit enter and I'll click on finish. We need to go to sources. I will double click on the main.cpp. That will clear this hello world. Okay, so of course we know what we've seen how one-dimensional array works. Now today we'll be seeing how the multi-dimensional array works. So first of all, a multi-dimensional array is an array of arrays. Okay, that is just the simplest way to define multi-dimensional arrays. Arrays that is made up of arrays like other arrays. Okay, so to declare a multi-dimensional array, de- of course, define the variable type. You need to first of all define the variable type and specify the name of the array followed by square brackets. Don't worry, you're going to see how this is being done. Then you now specify how many elements the main array has, followed by another set of square brackets, which indicates how many elements the sub array is going to be having. All right. Okay. Enough of the talking. Let's do this in real practice. So firstly, let's say I want to declare an array of, let's say, characters or letters, for example. So I'll start with the data type, which is string. Okay, so string letters. Okay, let's say I want to declare an array of alphabets. So I can letters can be anything, but I'm using alphabet. So we've string is the data type, then letters is the variable name, and of course we're going to be having our first square bracket. The first square bracket is going to hold the number of dimensional arrays that we're going to be having. Is it two-dimensional? Is it three-dimensional? Is it four-dimensional? So I'm going to be doing two arrays. So I'll put two here. Then here is going to hold, specify how many elements that we're going to be having in these arrays. So I'm going to be having another square bracket, and in this case, I'll add, let's say, four. Okay. So this is it. Then I'll end the line with a semicolon. All right. So next is to assign values, to this array. Okay. Or we can just do it straight up from here. We can just say it's equal to, then we'll open our brackets. Then in this, sorry, we'll open our curly brace. Then in this curly brace, we're going to be adding all the arrays. So we'll just put in the first array. We're going to have the first array. Let me just close this so that they'll be in same, yeah, something like this. So since they are going to be alphabets or characters, I'll be using the double quotes. So let's say I add the first one to be A, then comma, sorry, supposed to have comma here. Then the second one is going to be B, letter B, comma. The next one is going to be C, comma. The next one is going to be D. Okay, so how many values do we have here? We have one, two, three, four. So of course, we've told the system that the number of elements in this arrays are going to be four, right? So I think we've exhausted that limit. Now this is the first array because here we signify that we're going to be having two arrays in this string letters, right? So we specify we're going to be having two, but the content is going to be four. Okay, so this is the first array. I'll give it a comma, then I can just come down here and open another curly brace. let's make it to be let them be on the same line. Yes. So I'll come down here and I'll generate another array. So I'll have C, we have D. Okay, the first one ends in D. So after D, we're going to be having E. Okay, comma F, comma G, sorry, G, comma, we're going to be having H. How many arrays do we have now? One, two, three, four. So understand this is how easy this stuff works. So here we need to end this line with a semicolon. Now notice that, let me just explain the whole code again. Now we declare a variable called letters with a data type of what? String, because they are all alphabets, right? And they need to be in quotation. You can use single quote or double quote, anyone. But one of the important thing here is that this 2 here signifies the number of arrays that we're going to be having. We said the dimension is what? 2. And in this 2, we're going to be having 4 elements inside, 4 datas inside. You can see this 2 signifies that we have 1, 2. We have 2 arrays here. Then in these 2 arrays, we have 4 values in each, right? You can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing here, 1, 2, 3, 4. As simple as this. Okay, so this is how it works. So let's say we want to print out a value from this array. How do we do that? We want to print out a value, we want to print out a character or a letter from this array. So to do that, of course, I can just come here and say cout, sorry, small letters. We can have something like cout, yes. So we'll have the name or the variable name, which is going to be letters. Okay. So let's say I want to print out, sorry, I will bring in, of course, the square brackets. We're going to be having 2 square brackets. Okay. Then we'll end this line with this. Or we can just put something like this and off. Okay. Now, in the first bracket, we need to, let's say we want to print out A, for example. Okay. Let's just put a value of let's say the first index is 0, and of course let's put something like 2 here. Then if I click on build and run, let's see what we have. We have a value of what? C. Why and how did we get C? Okay, remember that arrays work with index. Now we have 2 arrays here, right? Now, sorry, so this is seeing it as 0, 1. Okay, this first array is 0 and this second array is what? 1. So what I told the system here is go to 0, that is index 0, that is if you're working with the arrays, this is 0, this is 1. So in this line, this is 0, right? Then in the 0 rule, go to the index of 2. So if this is 0, so inside this 0, we're going to be having 0, our A is 0, our B is 1, and our C is what? 2. So that is why we have the output to be C. And of course, this is 0, this rule is 0. Then inside this 0, we need to go to the index of what? 2, right? So this becomes 0, 1, 2. So that is the reason why we have C. Okay, so if we wanted to print something like D, for example, if we wanted to print something like D, no, before we print D, let's print the first value. Let's say we want to print A, for example. So for me to print A, I'll just tell the system to locate what? 0, 0. So the first row, of course, this is 0. Then inside this 0, the first index value is going to be 0, 2. So if I run this, I'm going to be having A as my output. Let's confirm that. You can see we have A. Okay, so what if we want to print out something like E, or want to print something within this second array? How do we do that? So of course, just the way you predict it, we're going to change this guy from 1 to 0. So if I click on build and run, what do we have? You can see that we have E. We have E because this guy, the first array here is what? 0, right? It doesn't, we don't have any business here. We're telling it that it should go to the second array because the first array is already 0. So the second array is 1. Okay? So it's going to locate 1. And under this 1, check the index of what? 0. And of course, the first value here is what? E. And it's E that has that index value. That is why we have E as our output. Hope you are getting it. Okay? So I think this is where I'll stop because I don't want to, make this video too long. So guys, thank you for watching. In case you have any issue, you can put it in the comment section, below this video, and I'll do my best to reach out to you to respond to whatever question that you might have. So thank you so much for watching. If this video added value to you, of course you can give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and you can share it to your loved ones so that they will also get the same value that you got. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.